the kind of men that they want to actually be, rather than trying to fit into an archetype of a label that was built on the hopes and dreams of a young man who now died. You know, y'all have lived longer than Biggie now. All of you boys have now lived longer than Biggie. I want you to think about that. Everything that you have and everything that you are was built off of a young man whose accomplishments were so great that y'all have been able to survive off of them all of your lives. Because it ain't y'all catalogs you're living on. See, if it wasn't for Clive Davis, your dad wouldn't have even had that. And technically, he never really had it because Clive Davis always kept 51% ownership. All of your lives, built on lies. Everyone thought Diddy owned Ciroc. Now Ciroc owns him. Like, grow up. If you can't afford to pay for the Rolls Royce or whatever it is, give it back. Buy a car you can afford. But all of these publicity stunts that they're pulling, it's not good. It's not good. And I can only imagine if Kim were here, it would be breaking her heart. Like, I want to feel bad for Misa, but she's so down with it. You know, I want to feel bad for the other children's mothers. I'm just glad that Kim's not here. Because can you imagine what this would be doing to her? Can you imagine what this would be doing to her if she was here, to see all of this going on and to see what it's doing to her sons, and now her son is being mentioned? And Reggie, do me a favor. I understand you want to make content and I don't want to have a fight with you, but why don't you just start telling people that you have a lot of inside knowledge about who's about to be, you know, whatever and whatever. Stop making it seem like you guessing. You already know. Stop capping. Just say it. The Combs boys is under investigation and they probably going to be arrested by the end of the year. Don't say, well, I think Don't do that. It's cheeky. If you know, you know. Just like you know everything that was going on with Keefe D. And I know exactly how you know about that. And did you hear now Keefe D is saying he lied?
Yeah, I would. I'd be saying I lied too. Shit.
Question is why didn't he say it 10 years ago?
That was clout chasing for real. That was stupid clout chasing.
I sat there in my interview on the blue couch, and everybody asked me after I got my press pass for the Keefe D trial what I believe, and I said it then, and I'll regurgitate it. My own words. I'll regurgitate my own words. I said this is going to be the first time he's going to be forced to tell the truth. And if he's smart, he'll tell it sooner than later. I said that a year ago when I moved to Vegas because I have a press pass for the Keefe D murder trial. Ain't that funny?
That's hilarious.
A year ago, I said he's going to be forced to tell the truth for the first time. And now your family's greenlit over an almost 30-year-old lie that you did for clout. He's been beaten on several occasions. He's been poked up. He's been hospitalized. They got him so jacked up that even after he finally made bail, which they made him pay the whole $750 for, they took the money back and said he had to go back in. Can you imagine that?
That's fucked up.
They won't even let him do home arrest, the house arrest at home with the ankle. He's a 60-some-odd-year-old man recovering from broken ribs. He's been beaten.
In jail.
In jail. Listen to me. The first 2 hearings that I went to, he couldn't even get a lawyer. There was no pay lawyer that would work with him. He had a public defender. I met his son at the courthouse. And that's when I first started asking people to pray for Keefe D. Pray that he lives to see his trial, because I think they're going to try to get rid of him before he tells the truth. And the truth is, he had nothing to do with it at all. Which really kind of kills the whole gangbanging aspect, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because if Keefe D wasn't behind it, if he wasn't paid to do it, then why is Foxy Brown lying, saying that she was in the car with Zip in Vegas when the Tupac pow-powing happened? Like, there's a whole lot of lies. What's sad about it is that everybody that's telling them who was there along with me 30 years ago has done way more drugs than I've ever done, and their brains is mush. I'm fine, though. I remember everything that happened. That sucks, doesn't it? Clark Kent passing away from colon cancer. Nobody even knew he had it. None of his fans. Ain't nobody even get a chance to pray for him. Right around the same time, Inga Marchand starts demanding people to accept the fact that her and the Jigga Man never had a intimate relationship. But I just posted one of the songs that you did with Totem when you was bragging about being 14, doing all kinds of wild stuff in the 9th grade when you met the Jigga Man. And Clark Kent is your cousin. Wonder how you met the Jigga Man. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that a lot of people really don't want to talk about. You can call me a liar all you want, but what I am not here for is gossip. What I am here for is to usher the truth safely to the fore and to help save as many lives that have been compromised as I possibly can. If you don't like the way I tell the truth, how about this? Stop listening.
All right. Hey, Dusty, how your time looking, Doc? We had an hour.
I mean, I'm good, homie. It would be really hard to let go of 400 live viewers. If Jag is cool with relaxing for a bit, I'm definitely cool. I'll leave it all up to y'all.
All right, folks. We're going for the extended version of the remix with Jaguar Wright live right here with Lonzo and Dusty. N.W.A. stories with Lonzo. Hey, you don't get no more.
One of our donators had a question for Jag. One of our donators had a question for Jag. Let me go up there. Rashard Cobb, thank you for the donation, my dude. But he basically said, you know, what's some of the backlash that you've gotten from coming out publicly with all of this stuff? You know, I know you mentioned threats on. Did you get threats on your life and stuff like that?
Oh, I have a $500,000 bond on my head right now.
Talk to us.
No, that's there. That's real. You want to know what's funny? God told me not to pay it any attention, so I don't. That's how that works. I've been through a lot. I've been poisoned 3 times in the past 6 years. I've been ran off the road 3 times. I've been swatted with officers and rifles pointed at my head. I've had people break into my house, and I've had to escort them out the hard way. I've had people try to kidnap me from the hospital when I went for treatment, which is why I no longer do public health care anymore, all concierge medicine. My life is lived very differently. Honestly, I live like a spy. I live in 4 or 5 places simultaneously, and I